people are still hashtagging him and calling him pool boy. Now, it's one thing we had fun with in the book is Giancarlo's not even the real pool boy. And spoiler alert, the real pool boy is Michael Cohen in all this. And we've even dedicated a chapter to Michael Cohen called The Real Pool Boy.
So, speaking of Michael Cohen, you did dedicate that whole chapter to him. Can you kind of elaborate what you mean by him being the real pool boy and also explain this connection between Michael Cohen, Giancarlo, Jerry Falwell, and the endorsement of Trump in 2016?
Wow, that's a lot. Well, I with with Michael Cohen, who, as far as I know, is still friendly with the Falwells today. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if Michael Cohen was still on the Falwell dime 3 days before he ended up going to prison when he had a dinner with the Falwells in New York City. 3 days before he went to prison. So when I called Michael Cohen up about this, he was like, "Oh no, I don't want anything to do with this." Falwell's, yeah, I mean, Michael Cohen's a fixer, a notorious fixer, and he was there to make sure that Jerry Falwell Jr. Through his endorsement to Donald Trump, number one. And he managed to pull that off. They got the evangelical vote, and we know what happened there. He was also, in my estimation, involved in an intimidation plan against Giancarlo. Giancarlo has been harassed, he's been stalked, he's been followed, he's been threatened at gunpoint. He was threatened by Jerry Jr. holding a gun when they were out skeet shooting on his farm in Virginia, not far from Liberty University. Michael Cohen got with the IT director at Liberty University, a guy named John Gauger, who also had a company, a reputation enhancement firm called Red Finch Solutions. And, among all the other deeds committed by Michael Cohen, one was he fixed a poll. I'm not quite sure. I think it was a CNBC poll, but they managed to rig that from Liberty University. So to say he had many fingers in the pot would be an understatement.
And you mentioned earlier that Jerry Sr., he rallied behind Ronald Reagan. And as we all know, in 2016, Jerry Jr., he threw his support behind Donald Trump. Do you think without Falwell's endorsement, Trump would have won the presidency?
It's hard to say, but the damage done with these young evangelicals is the most striking thing to me. I managed to visit Liberty University while I was camping out waiting for an interview with Jerry and Becky that never happened. And let's see, what am I saying here? The Liberty University by that point had already established the Falkirk Center. That's kind of a mashup between Falwell and Charlie Kirk, who we know as a, in my opinion, a very annoying hard right pundit on Twitter and that sort of thing. Now, Charlie Kirk, a community college dropout himself, all of a sudden had a think tank at Liberty University with his name on it. And, what does that say? Well, it says to me that that's essentially a radicalization center, for young Republicans, veering to the hard right. And you can trace the Falkirk plan all the way to the steps of the Capitol on January 6th out of Liberty University with the assistance of one Ginny Thomas, and sending 80 buses to the Capitol on January 6th.